come in here and sit down real quick. Me policing black women about bonnets and wearing pajamas in public. Me being a pick-me because I'm not checking men about wearing bonnets the way that I check women. I'm so mean and rude to people when they ask questions, but...
Yo, I'm not hating, but I never understood a man to wear do-rags to the club. Like, it's not drip. What are you doing?
Bro, you for real did wear a do-rag to the show though, bro. You do understand that shit is for at the house. That is not part of the ensemble. If you got...
How do you think that long nails are raggedy? Why do you...
And I'm sorry, you'll never catch me being one of those not wearing my bonnet outside, being like, oh, I don't wear those outside, that's ghetto, da-da-da. Girl, ghetto to who? Like, I hate when like like I literally just saw a video of somebody talking about cruise ships, and she was like, oh, talking about like ghetto black rash people, like, okay, whatever, cool. And then the first thing she said was like, you know, the people who think the bonnets are okay outside, immediately scroll, because I'm like, girl, ghetto to who though? Because in any other cultures and stuff like that, people are able to wear head coverings whenever, and it's...
We as a society gotta stop acting like wearing bonnets in public is something crazy. Like, we be buying all these cool colored bonnets just to be seen at home only? That don't make no type of sense.
Someone had left a comment on our TikTok. He said, "This is so ghetto. Out in a restaurant in Japan with the bonnet on. Oh my God."
Also, we're finding out in 2026 that I've been right this entire time. Regardless of how many people have said that I was lying and spreading misinformation, all you see now is the manifestation of the things that I've been telling you about for years. And now we're going to have a real chill and down-to-earth, sit-back conversation about some of these things, because I am doing this full series on my favorite tools. But as I drop all of my favorites and begin to give you guys all of these tangible things that you can use, I'm still going to get something off my chest. I find that one of the main reasons that a lot of black women cannot get ahead and can't get the tools that they need in life is because they're really, really argumentative and they see everyone as an enemy. She says, years ago, I saw some of your videos and didn't believe you. I'm now finding some of your knowledge is correct and back viewing your videos with more respect. I am just trying to have healthy hair. Thank you. You're welcome. And I appreciate so much the women who are accountable enough to say these things and admit these things. I love it. Just like my girl Danica.
Today we are going to be joined by one of my good sisters, Miss CYNPLE. First things first, I want to tell them how I came across you.
Okay, I'm scared.
So I came across CYNPLE from somebody talking bad about her. If you don't know, CYNPLE is an A1 day one cosmetologist, trichologist, trichologist? Okay, scientist. She's the whole 9 yards, right? She's a big deal. And I came across her platform because if you all are unaware, I am also a licensed cosmetologist and I love beauty as well, okay? Although we talk about relationship things and everything of that nature over here, I still am a cosmetologist and beauty girl at heart. And so somebody was talking about you real bad and talking about, you know, what you was talking about. And so I went and checked you out and I'm like, she's saying things that really I don't agree with because we were raised wrong in the black community. Let's just be real, in which we're going to be getting into a little bit of things that were wrong as far as our upbringing in a second, which will trigger some of y'all. But at any rate, like, I didn't agree with a lot of what you were saying. Like, she was telling us to stop oiling our scalp and all of these different things. I'm like, what the hell? But after I listened to you, sis, and I started applying your information, I noticed a huge difference in my hair growth and everything, right? And so that is how I got introduced to Cyn. And then as I got more familiar with your content, I started to comment more. I started to send in super chats. Y'all know I'm a good supportive girly, okay? And
I was like, oh.
I think that's how I got Cyn's attention. Like, oh, who the hell is this sending me super chat? So, you know, from then, I guess Cyn was able to check out our dope discussions, and she had been rocking with us since then. And recently, you came across a video that I did with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I guess I was kind of speaking your language. Let's get into how you even came across that content and what sparked you to want to have another dope discussion pertaining to the whole religious, you know, aspect.
Well, first, let's get something straight. Don't make me sound money hungry. I knew I found you. Okay, listen to how ironic this is, because probably either before or during the fact that you was hearing Baldhead Fresh talk about me, I knew who you were because people been talking shit. People don't like my delivery. You know, they don't like my delivery.
Welcome to the club.
When I saw you for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, she speaks my language. Like your delivery and the way you talk and stuff. I was like, okay, it's not just me. It's not me. They're soft.
So I wasn't going to make this video, but it's extremely concerning to me just how many people really allow Cyn this much influence here in the natural community. And I don't fault y'all, but it's just really, really concerning because she's anti-natural hair because she couldn't do natural hair even on her best day because all she knows how to do is relax straight hair. And actually, and if you follow her for quite some time, you know that she was a huge advocate for relaxers and relaxed hair, and we know the dangers and the risks associated with that. I've done a video years ago highlighting her misinformation of basic cosmetology theory and concepts, and how her cosmetology instructor completely failed her. You can watch that video here, link in the info bar below. But please stop giving this woman so much clout and so much influence here on this platform. It's just no. And this, hey, so you guys know I haven't really been very active here on the platform lately, and despite that, there's been a certain hair creator that has been putting out video after video after video talking about me. At least 3 videos where I'm either featured or referenced to in the past 6 months over a beef that was like literally over 6 years ago that's been squashed. And this person isn't even woman enough to call me out by name or really say what it is that they're trying to get off their chest. You really holding on to this grudge 6 years ago? Sis, that was before COVID. I need you to move. I need you to get help and move on. Seriously. For you to be harboring this much hate is crazy.
The first answer is never. We're just getting started. But I want to first start by saying, as a woman, I have never and will never have beef with a man. And she's one of my favorite YouTubers, so everybody's been at that point before, and I don't fault you for that, because when you watch multiple videos of people so intensely saying that I'm wrong, of course it's gonna be something that confuses you. I get it, but on a whole nother perspective, from a whole nother tune, I brought up my girl because something she did and something she said was like, okay, wait a minute, I went to cosmetology cosmetology school too. Let me do the research for myself to see. And I think that that's where one of the main problems are, because the main objective sometimes isn't always hair care. For some people it is, right? But I think we get clouded by the oomph in people's voice. We get clouded by the intensity in which somebody speaks, and if somebody doesn't make you feel good, and if their words aren't coated in sugar all the time, then it's gonna make you feel funny. And my words are almost never gonna be coated in sugar. You know, when you go, let's say everybody's looking at their family, and you got that one auntie, you like, oh, Auntie Tony over there, you already know, don't bring your girl over there by Auntie Tony, because she gonna tell you what it is. I'm Auntie Tony, okay? And as you know, Auntie Tony, she ain't gonna be changing for nobody. If people say Auntie Tony gonna be like, but why you bring her little soft ass over here? I'm her. That's me, she, us, we over here. And I'm not changing for anybody. And the thing of the matter is, I want black women and people to get to this place where they're not constantly looking for offense or looking for debate, and just like, okay, what is this person saying? Let me look into it for myself. And the main reason that I believe things get so cloudy is because in one video, you'll have a small majority of women who are really there because they need the answer to their questions. They're confused. And then you have another group of people like this person, right? So in this comment, I'll put it right here. I don't feel like reading it word for word verbatim, but they call me everything but a child of the Lord, okay? This person says in the video about the bonnets, women wearing bonnets in public, they said, where are the men that wear them in this video? I said, don't deflect. I'm talking to women. Let the men handle the men. And then their response was, girl, bye, let the men handle the men. Girl, bye, let the men handle the men. You're just another bitch that loves to attack women for the same thing men are doing. If anything, you should be calling the men out for wearing bonnets that are specifically for women. And while you're at it, call out YouTube bitches and other races. I think she's trying to say call out white bitches and other races of women too. I don't think she should be calling you out of your name, but honestly, I did find it a little off-putting when the men were trying to join in and scold black women, especially since black men have a slew of things that they need to be called out on, like sagging their pants, do-rags, family abandonment, etc., just to name a few. I think that the last thing they need to be talking about is bonnets. And this is the thing. I am at a place where I've been making content on YouTube for so long. It's been over a decade, 10 years. Been making content on YouTube for over 10 years. I've been called so many liars over and over and over again. But one thing that I can always say, I stay in my lane, okay? It's none of anybody's business how many degrees and certifications that I have. The only people who need to know that are people who work with me, and all of them know what degrees and certifications I have because they're in the lab when they come to see me. Yeah, but the thing, and then the clinic, the thing that I need you to understand is the way my father raised me, when I was a little girl, my father told me that I do not play hitting games with boys and I don't argue with boys. I don't go back and forth with men. It's not something that I do. That's why even though you've seen a couple of different men here on YouTube that don't necessarily agree with me, that make videos, you've never seen a going back and forth match between me and any of those people, and you never will. I've just let time prove me right. And some of the same people who've been following the same patterns that some of those people have been following, their scalps are beginning to look just as bald as the person that they've been listening to.
Wasn't here with my hair care product. My skin dry as a motherfucker. I'm combing it out. Get ready to wash it. This is the aftermath. Great. Now, on my last video that I posted, people were saying it's the wig stunting the growth. Let your scalp breathe. If Every night, I don't care what it is, that wig coming off. I'm not wearing my wig for no 24 hours a day. I'm not doing it. If I'm going outside, if I have an obligation, or if I'm somewhere in public, or whatever the case is, you will see a wig on. Secondly, I do not use glue. I use this adhesive lace bond spray that is fully dissolvable using water. I could take a water on a rag, rub it across, the shit gonna slide off. Then I use spritz to reactivate this if I don't have this on hand. Secondly, y'all keep talking about take the wig off. Had I not been given prior permission to wear my wig, I wouldn't be wearing it. The thing was, wear the wig, but make sure your scalp breathes. Thirdly, I do have supplements now that I'm taking from Hair MD, whatever the fuck this shit is. This is a serum spray. These are pills that helps it work from the inside. Fourthly, if we're on the fourth, it takes 12 to 16 months to see full results. So for those of y'all who was just watching me 3 months ago and I was bald-headed like this, it appears I'm the same way. I promise you, there is results. I just like being funny on the internet, making parodies. So don't take what it is that I'm saying full-fledged. Take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing. Yeah. I am back home and I don't have any other obligations that I'm due to. So you guys will be seeing more of my bald head. But for the most part, everything is cool. Everything is copacetic. Shout out to Be Alive. You know what I'm saying? They have been checking up on me. I just don't be checking my WhatsApp, worth a damn, or whatever the case is. If you're concerned, don't be concerned. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do according to the guidelines. My shit getting thick. Y'all see how hard it is? Period. Now, if you've been watching me for a long time, then for a fact, all of this here used to be slick fucking bald. I'm talking about slick fucking bald. Look at it. It's working. It's working. Okay. There was a point where you could not see any follicles coming in at all. It's doing its thing, y'all. If I'm being funny, just let me be funny. Eventually, be out here wearing natural ponytails like you hoes. Hello. Okay. I know you clapping and shit and you happy for me. I appreciate that. But let me go wash my shit, though. Let me go wash my shit. I am going back for round 2 till I can get this part done. But shit, this might actually make that big come. But anyway, shout out to Be Alive. Shout out to doctors. This is what we're looking at right now.
I took my braid down and looked at my hair. I knew there was no going back. The middle of my hair has become so thin. Shaving it felt like the best decision for me. Can you see how the center of my hair is looking like? I've been reading all your comments and so many of you will be saying, oh, I should go and see a doctor or get my scalp checked. Personally, I don't know exactly why my hair turned out this way, or maybe I do.
Whenever I see something like this, I immediately start to wonder if there is more than one diagnosis happening at the same time. A lot of times people can actually have multiple types of alopecia on the corners here that may be traction alopecia, or it may be an atypical presentation of centrocentrifugal cicatricial alopecia, a type of scarring alopecia. I also, when I see this mid-scalp area right up here, I get concerned that that is probably CCCA as well, or some other type of scarring alopecia like lichen planopilaris. In either case, in a scenario like this, just shaving off the hair is not enough sometimes. What you actually need to do is get a biopsy. You need to see a dermatologist or a hair restoration specialist, get a biopsy so that you can actually get a diagnosis. And not just one biopsy, get multiple biopsies from multiple places so that you can get an accurate diagnosis. And that way you can actually treat the underlying disorder rather than just mask it by shaving off your hair.
I took my braid down and looked at.
I have literally been saying this for so long. I have videos about CCCA on this channel. I have videos about folliculitis, traction alopecia, androgenetic alopecia, you name it. I have a video about it. But every time I make a video, it's like, oh, you're being rude. Stop policing Black women. Let them do what they want to do. But now we are at a place where you all literally, there's nothing anybody can do. Now you all are at a place where you either cold turkey and change everything and listen to what I've been saying this whole time anyway, or you're going to get a hair transplant.
And it's really, really unfortunate, but the facts always line themselves out. The great part about it is if you are at the beginning stages, you can reverse it, right? Those are the ways in which that I address certain things and the people, the opposite sex, when they're addressing me. But I believe that women should talk to women and men should talk to men, regardless of how rah-rah all of y'all are and how tough all of y'all think y'all are. I don't go back and forth with men, and as a woman, I don't get involved in conversations that men should be having with each other. It is not a woman's job to tell a grown-ass man not to walk outside with a bonnet on. That's not my job.
It's the hill I'm about to die on. Do-rags can be worn in public, unlike bonnets, because at one point, do-rags was fashionable. Hey, y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Yeah, this was the style. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why do-rags can be worn in public.
Knowledge. These are things that customers have said to me.
And I don't trust niggas that wear they do-rag with the flap out when they outside in public. So that nigga liable to do something dangerous. He ain't got nothing to lose. And Yo, I'm not hating, but I never understood a man to wear do-rags to the club. Like, it's not drip. What are you doing?
Bro, you for real did wear a do-rag to the show though. You do understand that shit is for at the house. That is not part of the ensemble. If you got some waves or you just wear the shit for... Alright. Well, flex on them hoes, bro. Let them hoes see your waves, my nigga. You look like a single mom about to go to bed. Hey, any nigga that wear a do-rag out in public be sitting on the couch like this. Ladies, your nigga, a bitch ass nigga, be watch TV from the side.
Oh, don't let my...
Don't want for us to win, where do I start? First you wanna go to the left, then you wanna turn right.
I'm so tired of seeing dudes wearing a do-rag outside the house. It takes you 5 minutes to brush your hair. It's no reason for you to come outside with that do-rag on. And then y'all be having that TWA with a do-rag on. What's the point? Like, really, just cut it off. And it's not expensive to get a haircut every 2 weeks. I even seen a dude taking family photos with a blue do-rag on.
You, and you. She said, I want rock. Mean it's dizzy.
This one gonna sting a little bit. But when I see y'all out in public with bonnets on, I immediately know that we're not in the same class. We don't operate in the same society. We live in different worlds, and this one gonna sting a little bit. But when I see y'all out in public with bonnets on, I immediately know that we're not in the same class. We don't operate in the same society.
Thank you very much. Like I said.
If they saw you.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna try to be nice. I'm gonna try to be nice as motherfucker possible when I say this. I don't know what the fuck going on in the motherfucking city. I don't know what the fuck going on in the motherfucking world. But while I'm riding down the motherfucking street, I'm in the motherfucking store. Why the fuck am I seeing niggas with motherfucking bonnets on? Why y'all niggas ain't got on no motherfucking wave caps? Y'all niggas got motherfucking bonnets on. Is we being fucking serious right now, bro? Is we being fucking serious right now? Everywhere I go, they got motherfucking bedazzled motherfucking pants, bedazzled motherfucking shirts, all this bedazzled motherfucking jewelry. Got y'all wearing motherfucking pocketbooks, and now y'all motherfuckers wearing motherfucking
Since when did men start wearing bonnets too, man?
How you feel about bonnets in public? I realize like it doesn't really matter like that, but it still looks messy, bro. Yeah. I agree with you. I feel like it's raggedy looking. I feel like it's the epitome of ratchet and ghetto. However, I have failed to realize how often white people leave the house in pajamas and they don't wear nothing on their head. A black girl, when they get up in their shorts and they bonnet and they just leave the house, now it looks ghetto. But it's like, why? Why do we equate bonnet with ghetto? It's because black girls wear. So I don't believe in just wearing out in public, but I do understand why it's kind of messed up. Because white girls do the same thing. They just don't wear nothing on their head to sleep. How you feel about bonnet?
Y'all still love wearing them bonnets outside the house.
Captain Bonnet says, show yourself and give me your microphone. The bonnet is yours.
Are bonnets a yes or a no for you on a man?
What's your thoughts on a man wearing a bonnet? No disrespect to them, but a perfect picture. What's your thought on men wearing bonnets?
I'm saying you get dressed like
Wearing these bonnets out in public is ghetto, ratchet, unkept. I don't care what nobody gotta say. Why are you walking out the house with something that you go to sleep with? The same way it would look crazy if you walk out the house with a robe that you go to sleep with, that you get out the shower with. You guys are sitting here and normalizing these bonnets to get out the house and wearing it like hats now. It does, it makes more sense when you guys are going in a beauty supply store to go get supplies to go do your hair, because you're getting out the house real quick, your hair is a mess, you're gonna go get supplies to go do your hair. But walking around, going to restaurants and stores and just with that bonnet on, it's trashy.
This is one of the most
people who
How do you think that long nails are raggedy? Why do you?
And I'm sorry, you'll never catch me being one of those not wearing my bonnet outside, being like, oh, I don't wear those outside, that's ghetto, da da da. Girl, ghetto to who? Like, I hate when like I literally just saw a video of somebody talking about cruise ships, and she was like, oh, talking about like ghetto black rash people, like, okay, whatever, cool. And then the first thing she said was like, the people who think the bonnets are okay outside, immediately scroll, because I'm like, girl, ghetto to who though? Because in any other cultures and stuff like that, people are able to wear head coverings, whatever, and it's
We as a society gotta stop acting like wearing bonnets in public is something crazy. Like, we be buying all these cool colored bonnets just to be seen at home only? That don't make no type of sense.
Someone had left a comment on our TikTok. He said, "This is so ghetto." Out in a restaurant in Japan with the bonnet on. Oh my God.
We do not care.
Oh, did she say nigga? I think she said nigga. She did. She did. I know you man said no bonnets in public, but let's keep it real. I'm not gonna find my husband in that. Do you get, like, come on now.
It's not. My son knows that he not walking outside with no bonnet on. Better yet, my son would never have the desire to walk outside with a bonnet on. You know why? Because his mama don't walk outside with no bonnet on. His grandma don't walk outside with no bonnet on. And no woman that he ever sees, he's never around anybody who will walk outside with a bonnet on. So the reason that all of my smoke is for women is because, I'm sorry, but it's most of the women. It's a certain type of woman who's their mother in the house, and is their mama walking outside with bonnets on? Because most of the time when you see a boy with a bonnet, you see his mama, she be having a bonnet on too. So they're bonnet warriors. Bonnet warrior women create bonnet warrior sons that grow up to be bonnet warrior men. What are you talking about? And when I'm in Vegas, and in the area I live in, I don't see men in bonnets like that unless they're with their mothers or their sisters who also have on bonnets. So in my mind, when I'm talking to women and telling y'all not to wear bonnets going to the store, then I'm talking to all of y'all. Furthermore, another thing that really irritates me with y'all for whatever reason, black women want to try to make it sound like bonnets are a part of black culture. I swear to God, if y'all don't stop with that bullshit, bonnets are not a part of black culture. Bonnets are a part of sleep culture. Don't you ever in your life disrespect my ancestors like that. Our ancestors was out there stepping. They was fine as hell. Even on their dusty days, they still knew how to tie their hair wrap up real cute. But they were not outside looking like dust buckets with bonnets on. We're not going to do that. So it annoys me when I have comments like this where it's like, oh, I just hate that policing black women in bonnets. This is another attack on black culture. I have the screenshot, so I'll put it in the edit of the video. Somebody was like, they compared me saying something about bonnets, or somebody saying something about bonnets, and black women wearing bonnets, or women in general. I think all of y'all look stupid. It's white girls in bonnets too. I live in Vegas. Mexican, Puerto Rican, Peruvian, Malaysian, y'all all look stupid as hell outside with bonnets on. But for whatever reason, even though everybody looks stupid as hell with bonnets on, black women want to try to take it up as like this is a part of black culture. Wearing your bonnet in public is not a part of black culture. Y'all try to make every little nasty, little lazy thing that y'all want to do, y'all try to make it a part of black culture, and then that's your excuse, and that's your go ahead. Oh, because I'm black. Bullshit. Absolutely not. We're not going to do that, because throughout history, black people were not the dusty ones. Black people were the ones that were teaching all of the other people how to take the dust off. Okay? Black people throughout history taught other races how to wash their ass. But now in 2026, y'all look like y'all need somebody to come reteach y'all how to wash y'all ass. And y'all want to stand up. I don't care. It don't matter what happens. I'm wearing my bonnet outside and nobody cares. The thing is, now what's about to happen is there are going to be signs everywhere that says, you know how they say no shoes, no shirt, no entry. It's going to say no shoes, no shirt, bonnet, no entry. That's what it's going to start saying. We were just somewhere, me and my mom were just somewhere, it said no bonnets or do-rags. So I think the thing that annoys me the most is instead of black women, and that's who I'm talking to because that's who was making the comment, instead of black women taking responsibility and being like, damn, we need to wash our ass or just brush our hair in a ponytail before we go outside to look more presentable, then instead of you doing that, you want to go to, oh, well, it's black culture to look like dust, even though it's not. Oh, it's black culture, it's my right, you're policing women. Like, shut up. Absolutely, we're policing. You know why? Because when we don't and the things happen, it's like, oh, people are being negative against black women. Oh, they're not letting us come in. Oh, we can't do this and we can't do that. And you know why? It's because y'all dusty asses want to walk in places with bonnets on. Oh, see, you're mean. I don't care. Okay? Because this is the group of women. Let's get into this really quick. Because I'm just really blunt. I'm not upset right now. I'm just really animated with the talk. Oh, but I'm not upset or mad or anything. But this is the group of women that's trying to tell me that I'm rude. No, I am not rude. You just think you scary and you be yelling so loud and stuff. Everybody be scared, so they shut up when you talking and you think they scared, but really they just done talking to your ass. But see, the thing is, me, us, we, us, Shalissa, I ain't worried about none of y'all. Cause when none of y'all bust a grape in a fruit fight, huh? Wouldn't burp a grape if your name was Welch's. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not being mean, I'm just being blunt. And nobody's ever told y'all, nobody had ever told y'all, hey, if you keep doing all that shit, you keep greasing and buttering your scalp, you keep oiling it up, you're gonna think everything going good, you're gonna keep washing and going, you're gonna keep leaving your hair wet, you're going bacteria in your scalp, and then one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be bald head as hell. You're gonna be able to slap it and it's gonna sound like a baby's ass, just like that. And then lo and behold, what do you know? Here we are. And who's to blame for it? Because people like me have been trying to tell you from jump, but I was too rude. I was nasty. And if anybody's trying to police anybody, it's y'all. You don't want you don't want anybody to say anything to you about the way that you present yourself, about the way that you wear your hair. You don't want nobody to say nothing about nothing. However, when somebody wants to help you, you feel like you can police the way that they talk. Both of these things can't be happening at the same time. So it can't be like, oh, I can't say, oh, I don't want nobody with a bonnet on. Not a hairnet, because there's a difference between a hairnet and a bonnet. I don't want nobody with no bonnet making my sandwich at Subway. Huh? I don't want nobody with no bonnet on serving me in no professional environment. It's a problem if I say that. But it's not a problem for you to say, oh, Sin, you're too aggressive. Oh, Sin, why are you yelling? Oh, Sin is mean. I don't like the way she talks to people. She's mean. She's too blunt. Beat it. Both of these things can't be existing at the same time, because you're offended by everything but accountable for absolutely nothing, and I'm over it. I'm completely over it. So For all of the people who keep, oh, saying, why are you saying stuff to black women? You're attacking black women. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm holding black women accountable, because 20 years from now, when all of y'all are older and stuff, y'all not gonna do what the older women did. The older women right now, the women that's 60, 70, 80, 90 years old right now, if you ask them what they was doing in the Piggly Wiggly, if they was breaking it down, they gonna tell you they don't remember. I'm not letting y'all do that. When all of these young girls is bald head and everybody keep balding, I'm going to repost all of the ones that told them to do it in the first place. And remember, all of the ones when I was saying don't do it because you're gonna end up bald head as hell, and y'all was telling me that I was crazy, remember the people who told you not to listen to me. They're the reason that you're bald head. You were listening to them instead of following regular science. And that's what's irritating. That's where it's intense. Absolutely, yes. On that notion and that perspective, absolutely I'm irritated as hell, because I'm a human. I'm a human being. And for somebody to say something to everybody for 10 years and, oh, you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about, just for everybody to pop up skin bald just like I said they was gonna be, it's crazy. It's crazy. And where are the people who told you to grease it? Where are the people who told you that petroleum was good for the scalp? Where are the people who told you that you should be oiling and buttering and greasing your scalp on a daily or every other day? Where are all these people at? Where are all of these people who told you to leave your hair wet for long periods of time, allowing the microflora on your scalp to overpopulate, causing it to slowly break down the hair follicles, so now it looks like this? Where are they at? Because all of y'all are not going bald because of dietary effects. It's not a thing. Y'all having babies and y'all all want to blame it. I have 2 children. Y'all all want to blame it. No. When you are balding from childbirth, you are balding from childbirth. Like the telogen effluvium sets in, the hair starts shedding, it's falling out. You have big patches in your head right after a baby. You having lines of demarcation where it's thick at the root, but then at the end it's not from a baby girl. That ain't from a baby girl. It's not. It's not. And when you see all of these other women who are balding, who haven't had babies, I've made multiple videos about CCCA. I was talking about CCCA for so long. Why? As a method of prevention, but nobody really wanted to listen. And it's cool. I'm not complaining about it or anything, but understand that if you come on my channel and you come on one of my videos and you're like, oh, Cyn, why are you so intense about this? Or why are you irritated when somebody asks this question? This is why. And I'm a human being. And just like y'all don't want nobody policing y'all, telling y'all not to walk outside looking stupid and homeless with a bonnet on. If you homeless, I don't, girl, if you homeless, outside is your house. And I said bonnets is for when you sleep. So if you homeless and you outside in your house, girl or boy, and you got your bonnet on because your house is outside, then I ain't even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you. You are outside. You are resting. I ain't even talking to you. But the rest of y'all, you got a whole house and you just walking outside looking like that, you're dusty, bro. And I don't feel bad about calling you dusty. Blow the dust off like it is. Yeah, so I hope that addresses things. And I mean, I really don't think that this is gonna make me look no better as it pertains to me being mean, because I could imagine that this sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm just being myself. And if you get offended by me being myself, then whoop-de-doo, welcome to the fucking club. Okay, welcome to the club. A lot of Team Natural, y'all have lost your homes, right? Hear me out. You're used to being able to go on certain channels and y'all almost have like a hate powwow, right? Y'all will have like your Team Natural seances, right? Where y'all all get together and sit down and talk about all of the stuff you hate and all of the stuff that's so damaging for black hair and for all of the people that y'all don't like. And I remember there were times where people were having, thank God I never watched them. It's not good for my sanity as a cancer. I watch hours of people talking about me. I'm having attitude for a couple hours. So I just didn't even do it. But the fact that you could sit there and be entertained by somebody talking about the same person for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, just for that person to be found out, for everything to be found out that that person has been right this entire time. Now y'all need somewhere to go. Y'all need somewhere to push that anger towards, or somewhere to spend that time. And these are your options. Option number one, come over here with that bullshit and get blocked. It's just as simple as that. I'm not entertaining y'all. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to cure your we're not gonna have a parasocial relationship of you hating me so much and we arguing in the comments. I'm not doing that. I'm blocking you. So if you hate me, do it in silence. Okay? Do it in silence. Because this, I am blocking you. I'm not absorbing any more of y'all energy. Right now, the world is split. And if you know, you know. And some of y'all are in that old reality where y'all are arguing and going back and forth and online. I'm not in that reality with y'all anymore. I am blocking y'all. Y'all can stay over there. And I am going to continue to engage with my audience the way that I always have, because for a minute it made me feel like, after seeing so many of these comments and things of that nature, one of my things, and I don't mirror my channel or the way that I run my channel like other people do. Most people are like, oh, don't answer comments. No, I love y'all and I really want to help in any way that I can, and I'm going to answer comments. I'm going to read my comments. I am going to block y'all. I'm going to leave the negative comments up there, but what I'm going to do, not block, mute. So YouTube has a thing now where I can just mute you on the channel altogether. I won't get notifications when you leave a comment, and guess what? You won't be able to leave a comment either. You'll just have to watch and be mad. So shut up. Just shut up. Because all that's gonna happen when you get done being mad, when you get done being upset, or she's mean, I don't like the way she talks, when you get done feeling like that and you sit down and you do the math yourself and you look at the science of the human body and you put the pieces together yourself, you're gonna see that I was right. And then you're gonna feel like a dumbass. You're gonna have to spin the block and come back around and be like, see, you was right. Don't do that. You don't gotta do none of that shit. Just stop. Ask yourself, why is this person so upset? Why is this person so upset with what she's saying, when the reality of the situation is we can just sit down and look at the facts for ourselves? That's what I want y'all to do. And I want y'all to get out of this argumentative state. Even if I put a clip in, right? If I could put a clip in of a certain person, that is, it's just what it is. Just like today in this video, there have been multiple clips. What I do, I'll go on TikTok and I screen record from StreamYard. Link in the description box if you want to use StreamYard for yourself, for your own content. Links below. Small affiliate link. But if you ever wanted to do anything like that, then you can get your own freaking channel. You can get your own channel and make the same type of content. But I need you to understand, like, I'll go online and if I say something like, oh, the Conair blow dryer gets hair bone straight, right? It gets hair bone straight, or it's really great at prepping for the perfect silk press, the Conair blow dryer, right? And then I post a clip. I got that clip from YouTube. So if I'm talking and I say, oh, where people call me a liar and they said that I was making it up and I didn't know what I was talking about, and people were saying you should grease the scalp after I told you that greasing the scalp will make you bald, and then I say, most people are thinking, oh, who are you talking about? Who is one of the people who said that you were a liar? Who is one of the people that was spreading who is one of the main people who was saying that you were spreading all of this misinformation? Who is one of the people who is one of the people that caused all of these people to unsubscribe to your channel or just stop watching you and listening to you altogether because people really thought you were lying because of this person? If I want to, I'm gonna add a clip. And y'all can feel however it is that you want to feel. This is not a personal thing. Just like I went on TikTok to find an example of the Conair blow dryer. When I want to pull up an example of somebody who says Sendal is a liar, I'm going to pull up a clip that says Sendal is a liar. So that's not drama. That is somebody making their self. This isn't me being mad. This isn't me keeping drama up. This is A, me defending myself, and B, a story, me telling you a certain storyline and using darts that were thrown at me as an example to help both me and you. And the thing is, if you make yourself a part of somebody else's story, you cannot control how that person uses those things. That has absolutely nothing to do with you. But the truth of the matter is, everybody needs to understand that they will forever be held accountable for every word that they let come out of their mouth, especially the ones that are not true, especially the ones that are not like steep and stern in facts. But if you ever say something about somebody and make a claim about somebody for years and decades, if you ever make claims about somebody for years, what ends up happening is, if that person experienced any loss, if the perception of that person was changed in any way, shape, or form by lies or things that came out of your mouth that are found out to not be true, you will for sure be held liable. That's how these things work. So I just need y'all to understand, social media it seems like it's a fairy tale, but it's really not. It's like real life. We are real people. I'm a real person. I'm not gonna be fake for any of y'all. So I know for some people my personality may be a lot, but I'm not here for y'all. These are the people that I'm here for. So really quick, just to end everything off, we're just gonna go into my computer because it's a little easier for you guys to see a couple of the different reviews. And I really want to celebrate, I want to end this video on a happy note. I want to celebrate a lot of the women and men who've been able to listen to me, who've been able to hear good things and really get good results. I want you to hear from a couple of people that at one point in time believed the hype that I was full of shit because of other people and what other people had to say, until they came over to see for themselves and saw that not only was that person lying on me, but they got results with me that they never got with anybody else. And this isn't to beat my own horn or toot my own horn, but BV is.